Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going on a little bit of an adventure. I'm on the Niner RLT E9 RDO, and behind me is a good friend who is taking a long ride today. So we're gonna ride with him for about half of his journey and then go home. So join us as we go for a little country stroll. All right, so we are officially committed and underway, over 10 miles in now. We're kind of cruising one of these country highways to get over to the edge of the Oregon Cascades. Around there is where I will leave my buddy here and he'll continue on his way up over the Cascades. I will turn around to make my way back home. It's kind of nice for him. I'm able to keep the bike in eco mode and kind of pace this around 18 miles per hour. So he can easily roll behind me, save a lot of energy to store up for all those big hill climbs. Well, let's get back on the road. All right, well, we are just about to hit the main highway that heads over the Cascades into Eastern Oregon, I guess Central Oregon. I think we'll stop at a coffee house because that's what we do. Coffee everywhere we can. Fuel up a little bit, change some layers, get back out on the road. I am putting some miles on these WTB Ventures. These are the WTB Ventures. They're 700C by 50. Real big meaty tire, but with these backcountry roads and all that chip seal on the highway, it's nice to have a little extra cushion and a little more grip. So this being all pavement, kind of seeing what it does to this bike and affecting rolling resistance and overall battery range. So far, I haven't seen anything to indicate that the range will be decreased by much, if any, but time will tell as we keep riding. Stop in here at a little market, get some extra water, some snacks, and now we're gonna hit the road again. This is where I leave my buddy here. Vin, you're on your own. Have a blast. He's got, I think, another 100 miles left. Yeah. So he's gonna have a blast. We're gonna get back home and see how we do for overall battery range with these new tires. Hey, Godspeed. Thanks, buddy. Later. All right, well, we're just kind of pushing through to get back home. We're about 60 miles overall so far, so it's gonna be real close on the overall battery range, but I needed to take a little detour. There is a covered bridge that, you know, it's always nice to check those out. So we're gonna take a little detour off of our route to check out this covered bridge. This is the Gilkey Covered Bridge, built in 1939, reconditioned in 1998. Wow. Great view. Well, those are always fun to check out. A cool, like, wooden truss bridge for the train. Only 10 miles left of this ride, almost back home. Time for lunch and maybe a quick shower. But ultimately I had a blast riding with my buddy. I think it's super rad that he is riding from the coast over to Central Oregon just for fun, just to do it. It's been a long winter, and so taking advantage of the good weather. I kind of pushed this and timed it perfectly. I'm thinking the right amount of battery to get back home. I've just been on eco this whole time, and I was concerned that these tires might actually affect my range more than I was hoping for. But so far, riding them on the pavement at kind of like a middle ground between the recommended pressure for these tires, they really haven't shown many signs of reflecting that they aren't going to be good for rolling on the road. So for a kind of all-rounder gravel tire, pretty stoked, and they're holding up great, and I've hit a lot of pretty nasty stuff on the street, so it's cool to see them not being affected. No slashes, no flats. That's always a good thing, and we'll have a ride up on the site to dive into some of the specs and details on these tires and what they offer for tech. But if you are looking for some new gravel tires for your e-bike or regular bike, these WTB Ventures are pretty rad, all-rounder, and something I would not tell someone not to get so far. But I feel like after 50 miles you should know whether or not you like a tire, and I'm pretty into them. It's cool that this frame I can fit a 50C. Yeah, so these have the SG2, so that's the puncture protection. They're the dual DNA compound, and they're a lightweight casing and stuff on there. And these are tubeless ready tires, so if your rims are tubeless capable, you can set them up, run tubeless, and get all the other benefits. So if something does happen to really push the limits of that puncture protection, you have that tubeless sealant there to save you. And we're big fans of tubeless. It saves some weight and will help save you out on the rides from some unwanted flats. But yeah, I'm gonna get back on the road here and wrap up this ride. Like I said, head over to the website. We'll have a full write-up on these tires and what we think about them, as well as some more information about the different offerings they have within that tire, and maybe some links to other options of tires if you're looking for something more aggressive or more road specific. We're just about pulling up to the house here. Ride's over. I got 75 plus miles clocked on the computer. Battery just died on me a few miles back, so over 70 miles on a full charge. That's on the Niner RLT E9 RDO with these WTB Ventures 700 by 50s. And I rode them right in the sweet spot in the middle there on air pressure because it was a full paved ride. A lot of chip seal roads, old country roads, so it was nice to have the wider meat for a little bit of cushion and more secure casing and compound on the tire there for the rough terrain. So anyways, thanks for joining me. I had a blast today riding. I'm gonna get back, clean up, and more rides this week, so get rested, right? Thanks for joining us. As always, don't forget to click subscribe. That really helps us continue to do this and test out these products to let you know what we think about them, so you can make an educated purchase if you're interested. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next one.